Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, another man has been accused of planning to take out Donald Trump. And guess what? It's another right winger. But it doesn't actually seem like it's an assassination attempt. Things aren't really adding up. Almost seems like the MAGA sheriff involved might be making something out of nothing. So, here's what went down. Here's what they say, and why they say it was another failed attempt to end the apricot antichrist. So, 49-year-old Nevada resident Vem Miller was arrested on Sunday. He used a VIP pass and press credentials to enter a checkpoint that was exclusively for the media. So this checkpoint was, according to news reports, about a half a mile from the entrance of where the Trump rally was taking place in Southern California, which I talked about in another video because Trump abandoned his supporters after the whole shebang. And so everyone who goes into this area for the media, they have their entire vehicle searched because it's closer. It's closer. None of the attendees, just regular attendees, are allowed to drive their vehicles that close. So they check the cars, they check their trunks. And so apparently the authorities became suspicious of Miller because he had a vehicle that was unregistered. They ran the vehicle ID number and it was registered to him, but he didn't have like an official registration, or he purchased the vehicle. It wasn't registered to him, but he did own it. He also had a handmade license plate on the car. And when the police searched his car, they found unregistered weapons. So they found a loaded shotgun, also a handgun, and a high-capacity magazine. He also, which looks really bad, he had several driver's license and then also passports, and they had different names on them. So did look suspicious. This happened, by the way, in Riverside County. This is just outside of Orange County, which you guys may have heard of more. And so the sheriff in Riverside County is Chad Bianco, and he is a true Chad. Isn't that the male version of a Karen? He is a major Trump humper. And so after Miller's arrest, he told the press that, we likely stopped a third assassination attempt. And he said, quote, "I thought it's not going to happen in Riverside County. We don't have the same sicko issues and violent protests like they have in Los Angeles. We're better than that. Go figure." Okay, Chad. Yeah, really rich coming from this walking piece of excrement. The reason I say that is because Bianco, he is a verified dues-paying member of the Oath Keepers. The unethical Patriot group who attacked their own government on January 6th, who tried to help Trump commit a coup. Yeah, he's part of that group. And this so-called sheriff fully supports a convicted felon, an adjudicated sexual assaulter. So, yeah, good going, Chad. So much for the party of family values and law and order, huh? Anyway, here's how we know that this Miller guy is one of Bianco's. He's one of his fellow right-wing lunatics. In 2020, Miller ran for Nevada State Assembly as a Republican. His campaign was all about anti-COVID lockdowns, Second Amendment rights, parental rights, all the typical right-wing culture war BS. He has also, meaning Miller, has been photographed with every disgusting MAGA personality you can think of. So Steve Bannon, Jack Posobiec, Stephen Miller, just to name a few, many, many others. He considers himself to be a citizen journalist, and so he goes to all of these MAGA cult events, and he was even at the Republican National Convention. So that was just this past summer. If the guy was trying to take out Trump, don't you think he would have done it there? Right? I mean, what a better way to get major press. There's also a video that's circulating online, and it shows Miller riding in a car talking with a man named Ivan Raiklin. Now, for those who don't know, Raiklin is well known by MAGA. He has been on Alex Jones' show, a bunch of others. He has made it clear he wants to start a civil war. In fact, Raiklin, you may have heard about him through this. He refers to himself as Trump's Secretary of Retribution, and he created a quote unquote target list for Trump. So this target list contains the names of 350 people that he wants Trump to arrest if Trump wins in November. So this is who Vem Miller is hanging out with. But, you know, what about the fake plates, right? What about all these fake IDs? Well, it's not real cut and dry because he wasn't, it doesn't seem, trying to go incognito. Evidently, Miller is one of those very special right-wingers who believes he's a sovereign citizen. The news gods, they are so good to me. His court filings, his appearances, they are going to be so much fun. I can't wait. But Miller, he was released on $5,000 bond, and then he posted a video on Rumble. And in this video, he says, I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue the Riverside Police Department for defamation because he's saying, you know, I'm a Trump supporter. I know his family. I've met Trump. I'm a huge supporter of his. And Miller also claims he was personally invited to the event by the Clark County Republican Party. And he told the officers he had weapons in his car. He said, I told them as a courtesy, hey, I've got stuff in here. I've got weapons. Now, what's funny is Miller claims he doesn't identify with either party, but he is registered as a Republican. And the really hysterical part is Miller said in his video that he supports any party that, quote, supports our freedoms, our constitutional rights, our medical freedoms, and gets rid of the corrupt politicians that are plaguing our nation. Really? Really? Okay, so then you support the Democrats. I mean, basically what he's saying, he supports the party that supports his rights, not anybody else, because the Republican Party has been doing everything to take away citizens' rights and freedom. They've taken away women's rights. They've taken away women's medical freedom. They're trying to strip rights away from the LGBTQ community. Just about a week ago, there was a Republican who said, yeah, we really do need to look at the whole idea of allowing interracial marriage. We need to reconsider that. That's how far these people are going. That's how far these psychopaths are going. They're banning books. They're telling other parents what their children can and can't read, what their children can and can't do with their bodies. And by far, the most corrupt politician of all time is Donald Trump. I mean, he and his family used the White House, used his presidency like a freaking credit card. They used his time in the White House to grift and grab as much cash as they possibly could. And then he tried to overturn the will of the voters by attempting a coup. So tell me again, which party follows the Constitution? Which party protects our freedoms? Yeah, okay, Miller. Based on his statements, based on, what he's looking for in a candidate and the party, he would be voting for Kamala Harris and the Democrats. Anyway, they're never going to get this guy on attempted assassination. I can tell you right now, unless there's something in writing, unless there's a video that we don't know of. So as of now, he's charged with illegal firearm crimes, but that's it. So poor Chad Bianco. I bet this was the first time that guy has had an erection in years. I bet he was over there thinking, oh, Trump is going to be my BFF after this. We're going to be such good buddies. I'm going to take Putin's place in his heart. Because I stopped a third assassination attempt that wasn't. Hashtag sad in all caps. That's what it is. You tried, Bianco, you oath breaker. You tried. Anyway, I will let you all know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.